Have you ever wondered why, despite eating healthy and staying active, your legs still feel weaker than they used to? Why do simple tasks like walking a short distance or getting out of a chair suddenly seem harder? Could it be just normal aging, or is something else quietly undermining your strength? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and the answer might surprise you. Most seniors believe that eating fruit is always a healthy choice. After all, fruits are natural, full of vitamins, and recommended for good health, right? But what if some of the fruits you eat every week are making your legs weaker, causing joint pain, swelling, and stiffness? What if these healthy fruits are silently inflaming your joints and sabotaging your mobility? In today's video, I'm revealing the 7 worst fruits for seniors over 60. Fruits that can slowly damage your leg strength, balance, and circulation without you even realizing it. Ignoring this hidden threat can mean more pain, less freedom, and a higher risk of falls. But don't worry. I'm also sharing the truth about why these fruits harm your body and what you can eat instead to protect your legs, reduce inflammation, and feel stronger every day. Stick with me until the end if you want to keep moving comfortably and maintain your independence. Your legs carry you through life. Let's make sure they stay strong. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Pineapple. Pineapple is a fruit many of us cherish for its vibrant, sweet, and tangy flavor that instantly brings to mind warm summer days and tropical vacations. Its bright yellow flesh and juicy texture can feel like a refreshing treat, especially when the weather is hot or when we crave something naturally sweet. But despite its appealing taste and the many vitamins it contains, pineapple carries some hidden challenges, especially for older adults who are dealing with aging legs, joint pain, or circulation problems. One major concern with pineapple is its high content of natural sugars. While natural sugars are generally better than added sugars, the amount found in pineapple can still cause significant spikes in blood sugar levels. For seniors, maintaining stable blood sugar is crucial because sudden rises can lead to fatigue, dizziness, or even worsen existing conditions like diabetes. I've personally witnessed how unpredictable blood sugar swings can rob someone of their energy and make everyday activities feel much harder. The frustration of wanting to stay active but feeling held back by these invisible imbalances is deeply disheartening. But that's not the whole story. Pineapple also contains strong acids that can irritate sensitive tissues. This acidity can inflame already tender joints, especially in the legs and feet, areas that often bear the brunt of aging and wear. If you've ever experienced joint pain or swelling, you know how this discomfort can creep into every part of daily life, turning simple pleasures like walking, gardening, or even standing up into painful challenges. For many seniors, this inflammation reduces circulation, making it harder for blood to flow freely to the muscles and tissues that need it most. This can lead to stiffness, weakness, and a frustrating sense of being trapped in a body that no longer responds as it once did. I find it profoundly sad when I see loved ones or friends excited to enjoy fresh pineapple, only to later notice their discomfort increasing. The joy of eating something sweet should never come with a hidden cost to our health or mobility. This is why, in my opinion, being aware of how pineapple affects your body is so important. It's not about giving up on all the foods we love, but about making mindful choices that support our strength and well-being as we grow older. So, if you or someone you care about is struggling with leg strength, joint inflammation, or circulation issues, consider limiting pineapple consumption. Instead, try fruits that are lower in sugar and less acidic, like berries, apples, or pears, that can provide sweetness without the downside. Taking care of your legs today can mean more freedom, less pain, and a better quality of life tomorrow. 2. Bananas. Bananas have long been considered a quick and healthy snack. Soft, sweet, and easy to eat, especially for older adults who may struggle with chewing harder foods. They're packed with fast-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars like glucose, fructose, and sucrose, which provide a rapid boost of energy. At first glance, this makes them seem like the perfect pick-me-up during the day. However, the very things that make bananas appealing, their sweetness and quick energy release, can also pose hidden risks, particularly for seniors who are managing their blood sugar or heart health. From personal experience and countless stories I've come across, bananas can cause blood sugar levels to spike more sharply than many realize. When your blood sugar surges suddenly, your pancreas has to pump out extra insulin to keep things balanced. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, a dangerous condition that makes it harder for your body to regulate glucose and often leads to type 2 diabetes. This progression is frightening because it's so gradual. Many people don't notice until serious health issues emerge. Even more concerning is how bananas may contribute to fluid retention and swelling. For older adults with heart problems or compromised kidney function, this is not just uncomfortable, it can be downright dangerous. I've heard from family members of seniors who experience persistent swelling in their legs and ankles, leading to discomfort, difficulty walking, and a diminished quality of life. It's heartbreaking when a seemingly innocent fruit contributes to these painful symptoms. The excess potassium and natural sugars in bananas can cause the body to hold onto water, exacerbating swelling and putting extra strain on the heart. Knowing this, I feel a deep sense of urgency to share these insights with others, especially seniors who may not realize that something as common as a banana could affect their health so profoundly. While bananas offer valuable nutrients like vitamin B6 and fiber, it's important to consume them thoughtfully and in moderation, particularly if you have heart issues, fluid retention, or blood sugar concerns. Always consult with your healthcare provider to understand what foods best support your individual health needs. At the end of the day, it's about listening to your body and making choices that honor your well-being, even if that means rethinking your favorite snacks. 3. Grapes. Grapes are often seen as a sweet, refreshing, and healthy fruit, perfect for snacking or adding a burst of flavor to salads and desserts. They look so innocent and inviting, with their vibrant colors and juicy texture. But behind that appealing exterior lies a little-known fact that many seniors might find surprising and, frankly, concerning. Grapes contain fructose, a type of natural sugar that, once consumed, undergoes a transformation inside the body, turning into uric acid. This isn't just a harmless process. When uric acid builds up in the bloodstream faster than the body can eliminate it, it begins to accumulate in and around the joints. For older adults, this buildup can become a serious problem, causing sharp joint pain, stiffness, and inflammation, especially in sensitive areas like the toes, ankles, and knees. These are the very joints we rely on to stand up, walk, and stay active, so when they're inflamed and painful, life can quickly become a struggle. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I remember hearing from friends and family who have faced this exact issue. They described mornings where they dreaded getting out of bed because their knees felt like they were on fire, or their toes ached with every step. It's heartbreaking to think that a simple, tasty fruit like grapes could be contributing to this silent torment. This kind of pain doesn't just affect the body. It takes a toll on one's spirit, making everyday joys like walking in the park, playing with grandchildren, or even just moving around the house more challenging and painful. From my perspective, this highlights an important truth about aging and nutrition. Not all natural or sweet foods are automatically good for us, especially as our bodies change. Understanding how certain foods like grapes can impact joint health empowers us to make better choices, helping to reduce inflammation and protect our mobility. Because at the end of the day, preserving our joint health means preserving our freedom. The freedom to move, explore, and live life to its fullest without being held back by pain. So, while grapes can be tempting, it's crucial to enjoy them in moderation and balance them with other foods known to support joint health. Being aware of how our diet affects our body is one of the most loving things we can do for ourselves as we grow older. 4. Watermelon. At first glance, Watermelon seems like the perfect summer snack, juicy, sweet, and incredibly refreshing on a hot day. Many of us remember those carefree moments biting into a cold slice, feeling the natural sweetness and cooling juice that instantly lifts our spirits. But beneath that delightful taste lies something that could quietly be working against your health, especially if you are an older adult concerned about maintaining strong, comfortable legs. Watermelon has a very high glycemic index, which means it causes your blood sugar levels to rise rapidly after eating it. This sudden surge forces your pancreas to release a large amount of insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. While insulin is essential for regulating blood sugar, repeated spikes and crashes can put unnecessary stress on your body. Over time, this stress contributes to chronic inflammation, which is the root cause of many health issues, including poor circulation. For seniors, this inflammation can be particularly damaging because it affects the tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your legs and feet. When circulation is compromised, you might start to feel discomfort, heaviness, or even pain in your legs, making it harder to stay active and enjoy the things you love. From personal experience and conversations with many older adults, I know how discouraging it can be to feel your legs weaken or ache without a clear reason. And discovering that a beloved fruit like watermelon could be contributing to that discomfort can be a tough pill to swallow. It's important to remember that managing leg health is not just about avoiding injuries or exercising. It's also about being mindful of what you eat. I truly believe that understanding how certain foods impact your body gives you power to make choices that protect your circulation and overall well-being. So while watermelon isn't inherently bad, enjoying it in moderation and balancing it with foods that support stable blood sugar and reduce inflammation can make a world of difference. After all, every step you take matters. Taking care of your legs means preserving your independence, your mobility, and the freedom to live life fully. And sometimes, that means learning to say no to something sweet and tempting, like watermelon, so your body can feel its best every day. 5. Oranges. Oranges have long been celebrated as a symbol of health and vitality. Their bright color, refreshing taste, and high vitamin C content make them a favorite snack for many. We often hear about how oranges can boost the immune system, help fight off colds, and even brighten our mood with their zesty flavor. However, for seniors, especially those who struggle with arthritis or sensitive joints, the story is a bit more complicated. Oranges are naturally high in citric acid, which is what gives them that tangy, mouth-watering bite. But this citric acid can sometimes come with an unwelcome side effect. In people with joint issues, particularly arthritis, the acid can irritate the delicate tissues around the joints, leading to increased stiffness and swelling. Imagine waking up one morning, looking forward to a juicy orange, only to find that your knees or fingers feel more painful and swollen than usual afterward. That's a reality many older adults face quietly, often wondering why their joints suddenly act up. From a personal perspective, I've seen how this simple fruit, which many consider harmless or even beneficial, can turn into a source of discomfort and frustration. It's heartbreaking to witness someone who once loved fresh fruit hesitate or avoid it because of the flare-ups it can trigger. This irritation isn't just a minor annoyance. It can diminish mobility, affect mood, and reduce overall quality of life. For seniors, whose independence often depends on their ability to move freely, every bit of joint pain can feel like a heavy burden. That said, oranges are still nutritious and can be part of a healthy diet, but moderation is key. Seniors with sensitive joints might want to limit their intake or choose other fruits that are gentler on their bodies. Alternatives like bananas, berries, or melons may provide similar vitamins and antioxidants without the irritating citric acid load. Ultimately, understanding how foods affect us personally as we age is vital. It's a gentle reminder that health is deeply individual. Listening to our bodies, being mindful of what we consume, and adjusting accordingly can help us maintain comfort, vitality, and joy in our golden years. Oranges may bring sunshine to our plates, but sometimes, caring for our joints means choosing the fruits that truly nourish without pain. 6. Green apples. Green apples are often hailed as a nutritious and refreshing fruit, known for their crisp texture and tart, tangy flavor. Many people, especially those aiming to eat healthily, reach for them as a convenient snack packed with vitamins and fiber. On the surface, they seem like an innocent, even ideal choice. But for many seniors, green apples can bring unexpected challenges that might not be obvious right away. One of the key components of green apples is malic acid, a natural organic acid responsible for their characteristic sharp taste. While malic acid does have some health benefits, like stimulating saliva production and supporting energy metabolism, it can unfortunately irritate sensitive digestive systems. For older adults, whose digestion may have weakened with age or due to medical conditions, consuming foods high in malic acid can sometimes trigger discomfort. This might manifest as mild stomach cramps, acid reflux, or even feelings of nausea. Such symptoms can make the simple act of enjoying a fruit feel like a risky gamble, causing worry and frustration. Beyond digestion, malic acid has been noted to sometimes exacerbate joint discomfort. For seniors dealing with arthritis or other joint issues, this can be particularly troubling. Imagine looking forward to a healthy snack, only to find that your knees or ankles feel stiffer or more painful afterward. It's a subtle but real effect that can chip away at your motivation to stay active and engaged with life. The emotional toll of this should not be underestimated. When pain interferes with mobility, it can bring feelings of isolation and helplessness. In addition to malic acid, green apples contain natural sugars that, although less harmful than refined sugars, still affect blood sugar levels. These sugars can cause fluctuations, leading to spikes and subsequent drops in blood glucose. For many older adults, especially those managing diabetes or prediabetes, these swings can be dangerous and contribute to symptoms such as leg stiffness, fatigue, or even neuropathic pain. This leg discomfort can be alarming and disheartening, making everyday movements like walking or climbing stairs more difficult and less enjoyable. I have spoken with many seniors who shared how these subtle but persistent symptoms impacted their daily lives. They felt caught between wanting to eat healthily and facing the reality that some healthy foods might be silently causing harm. It's heartbreaking to see such confusion and the struggle to find foods that truly nourish without side effects. This experience has taught me that aging demands a more nuanced approach to nutrition, one that honors the complexity of the body and respects its changing needs. It's not enough to rely on general guidelines. We must listen carefully to our bodies, recognize what feels right or wrong, and adjust accordingly. For some, that might mean limiting green apples or pairing them with other foods that mitigate their harsher effects. For others, it might involve consulting with a healthcare professional or dietitian to find alternatives that provide similar benefits without the downsides. In the grand scheme, these small changes can profoundly improve quality of life. When your legs feel strong and your digestion is comfortable, it's easier to enjoy the freedom of movement and the simple pleasures of everyday living. Taking the time to understand how even familiar foods like green apples interact with your body is an act of self-love and wisdom. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So, while green apples remain a beloved fruit for many, it's important to recognize that for seniors, they may not always be the best choice. Paying attention to your body's responses, making informed food choices, and being gentle with yourself through these adjustments are key steps toward healthier, happier aging. 7. Mango. Mangoes have long been celebrated as one of nature's sweetest and most delightful gifts. Their vibrant orange-yellow hue, their intoxicating aroma, and that perfect balance of juicy sweetness make them an irresistible treat for many. I remember growing up, the first bite of a ripe mango was like a burst of sunshine, an instant mood lifter and a reminder of joyful, carefree moments with family and friends. But as beautiful and tempting as mangoes are, especially to those of us who cherish the simple pleasures of fresh fruit, there is a hidden side that many older adults might not be aware of, one that could quietly affect their health in troubling ways. The truth is, mangoes are packed with a very high amount of natural sugars. While sugar in fruit is natural and generally considered healthier than added sugars, The sheer volume found in mangoes can cause rapid and pronounced spikes in blood sugar levels. These sudden surges force the pancreas to release insulin quickly to try to bring those levels back down. The problem is that this creates a harsh cycle. Blood sugar skyrockets, insulin crashes, which can leave the body stressed and vulnerable. It's not just about energy crashes or mood swings. This sugar roller coaster can inflame the body from within, causing discomfort that many seniors silently endure. From what I've observed, these blood sugar fluctuations can trigger joint inflammation, which for seniors often shows up as pain and stiffness in the knees, hips, and ankles. I've talked to people who describe the heaviness and soreness in their legs as if they were carrying invisible weights around all day. It's heartbreaking because these aches slowly chip away at their freedom, the ability to walk comfortably, play with grandchildren, or even stand without pain. The nerve irritation that can come along with this inflammation adds another layer of discomfort, sometimes causing tingling or numbness that makes movement even more difficult. One vivid memory that stays with me is of a woman in her late 70s who shared her struggle with leg heaviness and joint pain. She had always loved mangoes and considered them a healthy snack, never suspecting that this beloved fruit might be worsening her symptoms. When she learned about the impact of high sugar intake on inflammation, she decided to limit mangoes in her diet. Within weeks, she noticed subtle but meaningful improvements. Her legs felt lighter, and the stabbing nerve pains diminished. Witnessing her relief was deeply moving, underscoring how the foods we choose can either harm or heal us, especially as we age. I believe that aging gracefully means embracing awareness and compassion for our bodies. It means being willing to reconsider even the sweetest and most comforting parts of our diets when they no longer serve our health. Mangoes, with all their deliciousness, can become a hidden foe if eaten in excess, particularly for seniors vulnerable to blood sugar swings and inflammation. This isn't about deprivation or fear, it's about empowerment. It's about making informed, loving choices that protect our joints, soothe our nerves, and keep our legs feeling strong and light. If you or someone you love experiences joint pain, leg heaviness, or nerve discomfort, it might be worth reflecting on how often mangoes and other high-sugar fruits appear on your plate. Exploring alternatives with lower sugar content and pairing fruits with fiber-rich foods can help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. At the end of the day, our goal is to nurture a body that supports us through every step, every adventure, and every cherished moment. Sometimes, that means choosing health over habit, and sweetness with caution. Your body will thank you for it in ways that words can hardly express. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to learn about how certain foods, like mangoes, can impact your leg strength and overall health. I hope the information shared today has opened your eyes to some important connections between diet, inflammation, and how our bodies feel as we age. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one key thing you've learned from this video that you plan to apply in your own life? Maybe it's being more mindful about your fruit choices, or trying a new way to reduce inflammation naturally. Whatever it is, please share it with us in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else in this community to make a positive change, too. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, we can support each other on the journey to healthier, stronger, and happier lives.